I'm really glad you asked that question, because if we do see the gospel and see discipleship in a frame that is primarily transactional and instructional, like what are we meant to do? We have to do this. We have to make friends with this person and then share the gospel with them. Our sharing will be necessarily monological. It'll just be us talking in a monologue and waiting to have those moments.
Everybody's a project, right? That makes everybody a project.
It makes everybody a project. And if there's one thing people today, Christians and non-Christians, are very good at, it's sniffing out inauthenticity. No one wants to be a project. And you don't want to be that weird Christian that just, is making friends with people just to bring them to Jesus. And again, we can go back to scripture for this. We are never called anywhere to love people in order to lead them to Christ. We're just called to love them as an end in itself because they're made in God's image. The call to lead them to Christ is a separate command. Those commands exist separately. They do cross-fertilize each other practically in a beautiful way, but the minute we think the only reason we're loving people is so they can come to know Jesus, we're shortchanging who they are in God's image.
Live from Sydney, Australia, Max Jeganathan joins the Disciple Dilemma to talk about the headlines: deny, despair, or disciple. Max is an attorney and an apologist. He works with the Oxford Center for Christian Apologetics in Oxford, England, as well as for the Center for Public Christianity in Australia. If you've ever wondered about the wars, suffering, problems that are facing us in the world and how Christians should think about it, this conversation with Max is for you. Check us out. We're on YouTube. You can also find this same podcast with Max at www.thediscipledelilemma.com. And we're on Rumbly, BuzzFeed, Instagram, and LinkedIn as well. We hope you'll join us for this wonderful conversation. Thanks for listening.